I became a Norton Disney Winter VIP so you don't have to. With unlimited fishing for the next 3 months, I'm going to be documenting my whole winter campaign on the complex. We're going to be covering all the different lakes, the bailiff's advice, winter form, and ultimately, is the £300 investment really worth it? With 6 lakes to choose from and carp up to nearly £50, we are on the right track to beat some PBs. In the winter, some of these carp will be at their biggest weights and in some awesome colours. I mean, look at some of these giants lurking around the complex right now. Chances are we might be setting up in the dark, but the main goal for today is just to get there so we can find the fish for tomorrow. The real session really starts tomorrow. Catch you at Norton Disney. Well, just spoke to the bailiff. Told us that Pettit's warmed up recently. It's been doing a few bites. So the light is fading. I'm going to quickly get our stuff out and just chuck some PVA bags at the spots that the bailiff recommended. So if it is a bonus fish, hopefully it's a big one. The bailiff guided us to a spot at the far end of our boundary, so I wrapped up my marker rod to 24 wraps to see what type of bottom I'd be fishing on and if my PVA bags would be presented. After a quick inspection, I found out that there were areas with low-lying weed. However, with the amount I dragged back, I was actually confident my bags would be presented on top of all of this. So without any more time to waste, I cast all 3 rods on the spot and got my bivvy set up for the night. £5. It's pretty cold. It's dropping very cold now. Yeah, managed to get all 3 rods out, some solid bags out on Pettit's for my first night on the winter ticket. Very excited. Again, the main goal here is just to find the fish, to be fair. So if anything comes of it, great. If it doesn't, we're more than likely going to make a move in the morning. Nothing else to do now but watch the water, get the kettle on, and we'll see what the night brings. So either you're gonna get a nice little update in the middle of the night, or you're gonna see me in the morning. Morning. Still cold. Just had a bit of a mooch round. Wound all the 3 rods in. Had a bit of a mooch round just to see what's available. You know, didn't see any signs of fish this morning, but spoke to some of the other anglers on site. And yeah, I think I'm going to make a little move to Turner's. It's been fishing well recently. Rob Burgess had a few fish out the other day out of peg 2, which is where I've just placed my bucket. So I've got a good little mix. I'm going to head over there, try and find the bar. There's a bar somewhere out there. I'm going to try and find it, get some bait on top of it, and see how we get on tonight. Made the full move over to Turner's. Like I say, we're in peg 2. Complex is getting a little bit busier now. I managed to get here before the gates opened. That was because I came a night early. To be fair, it's looking really good. Seen quite a few, I think, fizzing over there when I went around to the other side, and then a few just little swirls, so definitely more activity than what I saw over on Pettit's. We're going to try and find the bar. Now Rob Burgess on his story mentioned it was about 23 wraps, so what we're going to do, the spod rod's wrapped up to 25, we're going to chuck it out, get the float on, see what the depth is, and start making our way back until we find the bar. Then we're going to start introducing a bit of bait and take it from there. So we just had a good lead about the 25 wrap mark, in between the gaps in the trees. Now I did get a solid thud. It was definitely gravel, but as soon as I started pulling it back, it started jamming up like pretty much straight away. So I'm guessing that is on the back of the gravel bar. We're just going to get the marker float on. We're going to have a cast out again. We're going to check the depths just to be 100% certain, but I'm guessing that was it. I'm going to start off with 15 spoms, only small. We've got a southwesterly wind coming in and mild temperatures tomorrow, so hopefully I fancy a bit of grub. First time using this kind of mix. because it's my first winter campaign really. So got a bit of hemp, some crushed boilie, little 10mm boilies, bit of pellet, a bit of sweet corn. "10 minutes after getting the initial spoms out and getting our rods on the money, the left hand rod ripped off. Getting the baiting approach right at this time of year is absolutely crucial, and this is a great example of just that. With the southwesterly winds and mild conditions for this time of year, the carp were definitely up for a munch. After a short battle, we managed to land my first winter campaign carp, caught on a solid bag with fake maize. With so many fish in the lake, where there's one, there's often a few, so I made sure to get the rod back out in the water before topping up the spot with 3 more spoms. There we are. First one from the winter campaign, £26. Absolutely stunning, look at the colours on it. Hopefully a few more on the cards tonight, but what a way to start, I'm absolutely buzzing. Just thought I'd take 5 minutes and reflect on the day really. I had a really busy morning, obviously moved from Pettit's over to Turner's. Spent about 4 hours spot finding, getting really familiar with the swim. You know, and it paid off. We managed to get our first fish on the bank within 10 minutes of chucking bait out. So really happy with that. However, I did make a bit of an error. Got a bit overexcited. Managed to get my jumper wet. So yeah, I've got no waterproof, so definitely going to have to invest. After we put the fish back, I did chuck 3 more spoms back out on the spot, just because getting a bite after 10 minutes of the initial 10 spoms going out, you know, they're definitely on the feed, was definitely worth a top up. So hopefully more on the bank tonight. But yeah, off the mark, pressure's off, feeling good for the night. Heavy wind and showers rolled in towards the end of the day. With that came the end of night too. With less than 24 hours to go, I was questioning whether I'd made the right decisions. Was my baiting right? Are the fish still feeding? Or have I just bit off more than I could chew this time of year? It's been a bit of an eventful morning, not in a good way. Put fresh bags on, tried to cast them back out, crosswind, didn't go where they should. Being lazy, I left them. Been a bit of a pain in the arse. Then I cracked off with my spom as well because I had a little wind knot in it, so that's not good. So I've got to go fetch that. I put my spare on, but the spare's too big, so some of the spoms that I chucked out wasn't quite hitting the spot. Again with the crosswind, took it to the right as well, so I'm short and right now, which isn't ideal. But I've got 3 rods out. They're not perfect, but I've left them out for this morning just to try and take advantage of that morning bite time. Feeling a little bit sorry for myself really. But what I need to do, tie up some fresh rigs. We're going to wind all 3 rods in. We're going to have 2 on the spot perfectly, and then the 3rd one we're going to have a solid bag, but a lot closer into this bay. Now that the wind's coming into this bay, hopefully there's some fish that are migrating towards this area. So we've got probably 4 or 5 hours left to fish in, so we're going to try and make it happen. But so far, you know, first session down, 1 fish, really nice one, £26. Really, really happy. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we can get 1 more before we finish. I only just got that out and all. After putting an additional 10 spoms out and recasting my rods, I didn't even get the chance to put my last bobber on before the middle rod ripped off into action. It just goes to show that if you're not happy with how you're fishing, don't be afraid to reel in and make the changes you want. This one was caught off the baited spot, fishing a combi multi-rig, and once again paired with the slow sinking maize. This match the hatch approach has really paid off with the second carp now in the net. What was it, 23? 23.10. The second carp of the trip, 23.10. Again, really nice winter colours. Again, same as yesterday, over the spread of bait. 10 spoms, 10 minutes later chucked the rig out, and then yeah, went off straight away. So definitely unexpected, but hopefully it's bite time We've got the rig back out there, so we'll take some quick shots of this one. We'll put it back and wait for a bigger French to arrive, hopefully. It's 1:15. I'm going to shoot off at about 3 o'clock, so I've just done a bit of a light pack up, just left the essentials with me. A rucksack with all my tackle, a few buckets, rods, that's pretty much it. It's going to start raining at 3 as well, so hence the time I'm coming off. But yeah, first session down, 2 fish so far. I'd class as a success. Got on the spots recommended by the bailiff, and obviously going off of what Rob Burgess said on his latest story. Caught me 2 fish, you know, mid-20s, really happy. It's a good sign of things to come, you know, later on down the line. Complex is getting a little bit busy due to the nicer weather. You know, we've got loads of 5 sort of highs of 10 for the next few days. You know, it just goes to show you don't have to be a professional angler to come down, be lucky and just enjoy yourself, you know, and still be within a chance of having a few fish out. That's what the complex is good for, you know, there's plenty of fish in these lakes. They're all stunners, so get yourself down. I know it's winter, I know it's cold, but keep an eye on the weather and get yourself down. Well within a chance of a bite. If I can catch him, I'm sure you can. As you can tell by now, I'm definitely not a professional angler. Definitely still a bit of a noddy. But that's what it's all about. You know, it's all about learning. We've got 3 months on here to learn. You know, plenty of swims you can cast along to. So you can practice your casting, practice your baiting. It's going to be nice to get in tune with the lakes. That's it, 2 nights on Turners now complete. It's literally like ringing the dinner bell. I chucked about 4 spoms out over the spot, just because, well, we're going in half an hour. So I was like, well, it's worked for the other 2 bites, why would it not work again? And yeah, here we are. I'm pretty sure this is the one that's on the spinner. Yeah, definitely unexpected, but welcome. Just hoping we can land it now, because it would be a lovely way to finish. 2 nights, 3 fish. We'll leave them to chill out for a minute. We're going to get the rods back out, because where there's one, there's usually a few, and like I say, I've just chucked them spoms out, so we'll get both rods back out on the spot now and see what happens. I've not worked long, but worth a shot. It was a double take. I thought my line was moving. I thought it was really strange, but I was like, oh no, it just got picked up by the other line. No, there was a fish on, so double take, buzzing. What a way to end a session. Might have to stay now. Oh, it's just come off. We went round the back of the bar. It was almost perfect. That's it, our last fish of the trip. Fish number 3. Shame we couldn't land that double take, but you know, absolutely buzzing. Another stunner, just over £20, but look at the colours on it. You know, if this is the sign of things to come for the winter and know this ticket, I generally can't wait for my next session. So I'm going to slip her back, pack up, and I'll see you at the next one.